Hey, hey, hey! Welcome to What Comes Up Comes Out. It's your host, Aquinas Precious Ava, whichever one you know me by or feel most comfortable with. Today is Sunday, and it's officially the last day of April, y'all. Where did April go? I mean, other than bye. Okay, so let's do a little bit of housekeeping. If you have not already created a YouTube account, please do so now so that you can like, subscribe, sign up for those notifications. Don't forget, if you're looking at this on Instagram, which I really hope you are, my link is in the bio and it'll take you right to YouTube. So I want to talk a little bit about what I posted earlier. Yesterday was Saturday, obviously, because today's Sunday. I had a couple friends over. We play Black Card Revolt. We play Uno, where I, your host, was a bit dominant, can I just say? And also we played Monopoly, where I came in second place, okay? Today, I just want to talk a little bit about what's going on in my world and what's on my mind. If you all have not found time to prioritize yourself, please do so now. As I mentioned, today is the last day of April. Time is flying by. Also, we lost a great leader, Dr. Charles Stanley. He is someone that helped me in my late 20s, early 30s understand the importance of what Christ actually wanted, which is having a personal relationship with him. Now, I used to listen to him, and I'll be 39 this year. Do people really, women feel some type of way about telling their age? I don't. Anyway, my mama would listen to him when I was a little girl when we used to listen to the radio. For all you young people, that's a box where the waves, radio waves, are coming through the speaker, and we're listening. And it was on the FM channel. And then he eventually went to television. I learned that Dr. Charles Stanley was actually a pioneer in getting the word over to other countries with. Oh my gosh, if I hadn't said, I would have been able to tell you. So basically, they're like Walkman. For those young people who don't know what that is, it's a portable radio or what's it called now? Jesus help me. I'm trying to figure it out. Radio, tape, cassette. It's basically something that was portable that we used to have headphones with. Anyway, but they're basically powered by solar, the sun. So he was a pioneer in that. Also, I learned that anytime you're going to be a leader, sometimes you have to stand alone. There is a story, and I'll make sure I put these things in the comments, the links for you, where you have to stand alone. And Dr. Charles Stanley, there are people. His son Andy, and then a young man who's Andy's friend who happens to be a pastor at First Baptist in Atlanta, Louis Giglio. I'm sorry if I'm saying your name incorrectly, but they basically talk about how when Dr. Charles Stanley came to Atlanta, his plan or the plan for them was not for him to be the senior pastor. He was the associate pastor, and basically the way Andy tells it, and I'm getting this either from the podcast because I do have that app downloaded on my phone, or In Touch app is the one I'm talking about, or YouTube because I was not able to make it to the visiting, the repast at the church. I actually got a chance to view it online. And they talked about how there was a lot of tension. Dr. Charles Stanley would say, let's seek God, and the people at this time, based off of that information, they were saying, but this is deacon business. And there was one man who, why am I whispering? I'm the only person in the house. I got the TV going with Dr. Charles Stanley in the background. I just came home from church. Shout out to Hope Church. I got a chance to finally meet Pastor Poole. I've actually been visiting this church since November of last year. And I know what I'm about to say may be a contradiction to what people see in public. I'm really not, I'm a shy person when it comes to certain things. And so it's not that I didn't find value or think it was necessary to go to the visitors or VIP lounge. I just said I want to come hear the word and leave, and that's what I've been doing for almost 6 months. Pastor Poole preached today about I understood the assignment, and within that sermon, he talked about how we should not just be coming to church and leaving, that God has gifts in us. And I'll put that link again in the comment section, that I'm supposed to be the coffee bean where I'm supposed to let the hot water stimulate and pull out what I have. In comparison, again, to this analogy he gave during the sermon, boiled egg and a baked potato. And I was like, oh, well, I have just been coming, listening to the word and leaving. The only people I know is this couple, Miss Audrey, and her husband, Mr. Randy. I don't know anybody else. As far as like meeting new, there are some people I do know that go to that church. Anyway, he talked about how you should not just be coming and leaving, that God has assignments for us and that we are able to live those out. And so I thought, I might need to go ahead and just say hey and start the process of joining. So Dr. Charles Stanley, back to that original story for those of you who thought I forgot. He, they were having a conversation, and basically this man got up on the podium and held, down as far as tight as he could. And they say he cussed. Now, Andy says in this podcast how he's like in the 8th grade, and the man goes, he says the word, whatever it is, and Dr. Charles Stanley from the story goes, he puts his hand on his shoulder. He goes, we're not going to use that type of language in church. And the man goes, if you're going to get hit if you don't move your hand. Again, I'm paraphrasing because I don't know it verbatim. This is what I recall. Dr. Charles Stanley leaves his hand up there, and the guy comes and punches him. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I never knew that. Obviously, we're never going to know everything. Like, I don't know what, outside of what Bishop T.D. Jakes has shared with us, or Joyce Meyer, for that matter, what they've shared with us as leaders in Christ or as leaders over people, what they've had to deal with. But it did remind me of what Paul says in the New Testament, and or how the New Testament speaks about, these are the last days, and how God would rather us be cold or hot and not lukewarm. And Dr. Charles Stanley is a great example of obey God and leave the consequences to him. And so for me, because I have been distracted, with Eric's passing and not wanting to do anything. I told God earlier this month, I said, this is the last month I really want to not be on par with where you have me. I'm still going to go see the therapist because I still need closure because I didn't get a chance to say goodbye to Eric. But if you have never had a chance to listen to Dr. Charles Stanley or Pastor Poole, what I like about both of their ministries is it is simple, and that's not to say they're immature in Christ. Obviously, Dr. Charles Stanley, he created In Touch. He was doing this for 50 plus years, and he impacted millions of people all over the world. But how it's practical and how they teach while they speak, that's what I find that I learn best. So I was really sad that, Dr. Charles Stanley left. My mom and I actually got a chance to visit his church, First Baptist, before he stepped down. Pastor Poole said he didn't get a chance to. But we've lost a great leader, but his life is an example of what we should be doing. And the good thing is, he did it his way. He, went in his home. It was private. But I really enjoyed the service today. I understood the assignment. So enough of that. I wanted to talk next about, so there's this young man on social media, Lee. Oh, darn. I looked right before I came on here, and I just can't recall his last name. Sorry, he used to be a fighter. Now he tastes food, and people ask him to come to restaurants, and he says things like, I ordered some Taco Bell. They have a new, chicken quesadilla. Now they have avocado with guacamole. I got it. Let's eat it. Let's rate it 1 through 10. Let's go. That's kind of how he talks. And if I did a bad rendition of him, who cares? Go to his page and you can hear him saying. But I was on there about 2 or 3 weeks or so ago where he was talking about this chocolate. Now, I do have a sweet tooth. It's not as sweet as it used to be. Now I'm more salty, but I do still have a sweet tooth. And the name of the company is Coco Ashanti, if I'm saying that correctly. And bonbons are the things that she makes. And this young lady, again, I put these things in the comments. She was able to leave her teaching job and pursue her career of chocolate. In fact, she talks about how the chocolate comes from her family's farm in Ghana, and it's very colorful. So I want to talk about one. They did a really good job keeping me up to date. I got some chocolates. You'll see on their site, there's one that's kind of like almost like the symphony in shape. It's square, but you can break it off. And the bonbons. I only got one package right now, I believe. I also ordered a hoodie for some reason. I'm just into hoodies. And they sent me a message saying, hey, your item is being shipped, and they would send me updates often. So I was very impressed with their attention to detail. And also they suggested that I have somebody here, to pick it up because it is temperature control. So let's take a look at what I actually received. It's inside of a box with packaging. Ooh, bubbles. I'm not sure the proper name for this. Does somebody know the name? Can y'all tell me at the bottom in comments? What's this name? What's the name of this? We have a ton of it over here. What's the name of it? as I pour this out for you all like confetti. I'm steady looking around. Isn't that crazy how we can be obsessive compulsive but still do the adverse behavior? Anyway, let's see what I was able to get. Um, I don't know how much money I spent, like I said. I have to go back and look. But what I will tell you is when I order again, it says please use this code, for 5% off. If it's delicious, which I imagine it will be, I'm sure I will be using that code. Okay, so it came in this silver wrapping. In it also is Nordic ice pack, so it is temperature controlled, beautiful people, okay? So just make sure you're checking your emails and following the directives. Let's see what it says. Okay. Okay, so it has a list of what I purchased. So I ordered this on the 23rd of March. And I have chai pecan caramel bonbons. I also have the blue and gold milk chocolate bar. That's what I was telling you all. That's in the shape of like a symphony as far as rectangle. I got the hoodie already. And then I ordered black and gold dark chocolate. Now, I grew up with milk chocolate, but I understand dark chocolate is better or healthier. So that's really the reason why you see me with multiple different types of chocolate. Okay, let's see. How do I open this? Let's see what's in here. Oh, you know what? I have scissors. Don't worry about it. That made it easy. I like the way that this is packaged because it's telling me exactly what I purchased. How many times have we bought things and we just don't remember or can't remember, right? For one reason or another, life, we're shopping a lot, hi, my name is Aquinas. I'm a shopaholic. I am working on it. But not only that, it's just a reminder. It says I only spent like $112, okay? Oh, so I might have everything. Let's see, y'all. Because it's 2 of these boxes. I thought it was just 1. So let's see. This must be the caramel. That must be milk chocolate. This must be dark. Okay, so I got all my items. Because like I said, I already have my hoodie. Let's open it up and see. I don't even have a napkin over here. Let's hope I don't drool. Ooh, y'all, this is so pretty. Look at it. This is the, ooh, Jesus, where are my glasses? Okay, this is the blue and gold milk chocolate bar. Isn't this pretty? I don't want to eat it, but we're going to try it today. See how I can break it. Allison and Aisha, get ready. We're going to be tasting this together tomorrow. Y'all will be tasting it for the first time. I'm tasting it now with the people. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Ooh. Isn't that pretty? Blue and gold flecks. That's nice. Let's see what it tastes like. Now, I'm not going to do like Lee and rate it 1 to 10 because I'm not in his category. But this is nice. It's smooth. It's milky. I like it. Oh, wait. It doesn't go back here. Okay. Does anybody else do that when they open up stuff like shoes, candy, food? You want it to go back in its original packaging? I do. I'm that person. I can't remember why I'm like that. Okay. Here's the next one, y'all. Look. This girl is inspiring me. Look at that. It's black. This is the black and gold dark chocolate. I hope I like this as much as the milk chocolate. But her name is Ellie or Ella. Please forgive me. I did look before I got on here. I will put her information in the comments. I know her baby's name is Bella, who runs the show. She's the taste tester. But I continue to see people, brown, peach, women, people are stepping outside of the 9 to 5, whatever that looks like for you, and doing their passion. And so one of the things that I know as a Christian that the Bible teaches is that our latter should be better than the former. And so I'm hoping that I'm able to prepare, for that. One of the things that Pastor Poole preached about today, he came from Matthew 25. He started at verse 13. This is the story or parable about the talents. And I really like that story because sometimes when I look at my life, I feel like I'm the servant who got 1 talent. And because I don't know what to do or how to do, I pull back or isolate and hide. And that's not what I want to do. I want God to say the same thing that He said to the servant who had 5 talents and multiplied it by 5, and the other servant who had 2 talents and multiplied it by 2, to say that you were faithful over a few. You did good, and to, go into the land to enjoy it. That's what I want, for Him to say to me. And so, one of the things, that I hope to be able to maneuver in this new chapter in my life is to be surrounded around people who are obviously better than me. I don't mind being in a room full of 20s where I'm a 10 because I can sit back and observe. Contrary to popular belief, I do know how to be quiet outside of this, podcast or when I'm sleeping. But I want to elevate and I want to be able to tap into whatever the talent is. People can see it. I have a hard time. I don't, outside of being a person who really wants people to succeed, customer service, I guess, is the title. I don't know how else or what else people see when they look at me and say, you can do this, this, and this. And I'm also asking God to help me to be okay with whatever people may say, obviously in context, but to say thank you and to ask Him to help me manifest it however it's supposed to be. Because I gotta be honest with y'all. Talking to y'all now with these 3 buttons on my beautiful dress that I got from Amazon, I feel like a boss. Not cocky or arrogant, but like I own what I'm doing. That's how I feel. All right, so let's taste this dark chocolate. Look at this, y'all. Black with gold. It's so pretty. Now, I gotta be honest with y'all. I thought the boxes were gonna be a little bit larger, but it's okay. Oh, and the information is on the box too. So in case you didn't read your order, or you just don't have it, it's on the back and the front. So this is nice. Also, both of them taste cool. But I didn't grow up eating dark chocolate, so it is. I'm having to get adjusted to the taste, but it's not bad. This is better than the dark chocolate I bought at the store to try and eat when I have a chocolate craving. Look at that gold on my finger. Everything I touch turned to gold. Think it's somebody's touch? Okay, not bad at all. Whatever we don't eat tomorrow, girls, I will bring this back home. Typically, you can ask the girls, it's Aisha and Allison. Hey, ladies. I take something to work for us to try together, and then I leave it with them to figure out how they going. I try and send it home with Aisha because she has kids, and also Allison. For her and her husband, so it's one less thing they have to worry about, whether it's dessert or meat or protein or whatever. So this beautiful people, this is the chai pecan caramel. Now this says on the box that it's dark chocolate. I don't think I knew that when I picked it up, but because again it's so smooth, let me wash it down with my Essentia water. Not a brand ambassador yet. Been drinking it for about 3 years this July. It's great. My kid sister Angel's in the fitness world, and she just said it's the best water on the market because of the 9.5 pH. I love it. It's all I drink. Oh my gosh, y'all! Oh look, hold on, let me share. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh. Let's see. Does it look like the one on the picture? What did I say? Ooh, chai pecan caramel. Now you can't really see. It's the second one to my right. Maybe your left in the picture. It doesn't really look. Well, maybe it does look a little green. I guess because the bottom is blue. It's beautiful. Let's get into it. Is that Tab Brown? Let me give her credit. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I think it might look like it now that I have picked it up. I think I was looking for that sea salt, that blue at the bottom. It's so pretty. I love it. They spent some money on marketing because color and cardstock is not inexpensive. So it's nice. Look at that. Let's see what it tastes like, beautiful people. Sometimes when I'm seeing people do this, I'm like, gosh, I wish I was there with them taste testing. Maybe that's what I'll do next. Have some people come to the house. Oh my gosh, you all are sparking ideas. And taste test with me. Oh my gosh, that was a surprise. Oh my gosh, I feel like Wendy Williams when she used to do her after show and she would be eating food, how good it is. And she would say, okay, time to go. Oh wow, this is really nice, y'all. It's light. I can taste the chai. It's not overpowering though, right? And the caramel's nice. Look at what it looks like when you bite into it. What do they say? Get into it. Look at that. I don't know. I think that might be tabbing. Y'all, it's nice. If you're trying something different or want to try something different, hold on. Mm. It's an experience. Look at that blue on my finger. Now, if I wasn't on here with you, I'd probably be licking it. But you know, gotta have the right type of etiquette. There are about 5 more of these. Aisha and Allison, I'm only gonna let you have one apiece. I will be bringing this back home. It is so, you all, you gotta try it. Valentine's Day is over with, but Mother's Day is coming up. And I'm sure you all can find something nice, decadent, for your moms, grandmothers, aunts, guardians, whoever has left an impression on you, you can certainly find a way to celebrate them. I'm reading this because I'm going to go, when I finish with this, and Instagram knows I'm telling the truth, I'm going to order the sea salt caramel. Ooh, that says brown butter sage. What is that? I like it because of the color. And then I want to try, that says boozy caramel. I'm not trying to get drunk, honey. Oh, for those of you who are interested, because I have been talking about how tired I am, I did finally make an appointment with my doctor just to check my blood levels. There's a doctor that I follow. Her name is Jennifer Cottle, and I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. I'll put her name in there as well. She says that you need to make sure that you're specific with telling your doctor about what's going on. So I've been following her for some time. I like her tips. I want to say she's in Maryland. She's up in the northern state. And this blood orange looks good. Just don't go on there and go crack. That says Chattanooga whiskey. Okay, I got real country then, didn't I? This says brulee, masala brulee. I like nuts. So the brown butter sage, just based off of the picture alone, is interesting to me. But you all go to the site. Again, I'm going to put this in the comments and support her. Hey, Ella, I look forward to having some type of relationship with you, too. I'll be in Tennessee later on next month, actually. I'm going to go see the CeCe Winans, okay? Finally, been wanting to see her for years. All right. So the next thing I want to talk about, please make sure you all are commenting below. One of the things that I am priding myself on is learning how to use this technology and understanding, just like in the parable today, that whatever my talent is, whether it's 5, 2, or 1, that I'm gonna move within it in good faith. So if I'm not moving fast enough for you all or the videos seem choppy, I do apologize because I do think quality work is important, but I am not a tech person. And my friend Cordell, shout out to Cordell, my boy, who played the bank last night when we were playing Monopoly. He's been very patient and helpful with me. He does have a young lady in his life, so I understand that is more important. I'll figure it out. But he sent me some stuff last night for a tripod because I'm a team Android, but I did buy an iPad so that I can say hello to my nephew and my niece who lives out of the state. And he helped me get that logged in yesterday. So I should be doing lives on Instagram. But also he sent me an adapter because the adapter that I currently have, as I mentioned in a previous video, is for my Android, but there was no volume. And so I don't know what I did wrong. Anyway, I want to talk about this dress again. I wore it to church. It's my 1950s dress. What I have on underneath, because I'm not that wide, it's a petticoat. And I love the color. I get a bunch of compliments on red. So I wore it today, and I had some shoes to match, some Mary Janes. This outfit came from Amazon. Also, I'll try and put everything in the link. But I just wanted to feel pretty. When I woke up this morning, it was wet and rain. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be cold. But I was like, no. When you put on bright colors, it not only brightens your mood, but other people as well. The earrings, I don't know where I got them from, but they were inspired by these buttons on my dress. So I feel very pretty, but one of the inspirations is Lucille Ball. That woman knew she could dress, and she gave Ricky the business. So my 1950s inspiration came from, this is vintage. Like that word, don't you? This came from New York and Company. So did these bracelets. The last thing I want to talk about is my girlfriend, Aaliyah. Hey! She is always talking to me about skincare product and making sure, that we, excuse me, are trying what we can and doing what we need to make sure our skin looks hydrated and that, of course, we just look our best. So she went and got a wax. Now, I am a naturally hairy person. Shout out to the hairy people. I don't like pain though. Aaliyah has a higher tolerance for pain than I do. So she's gotten a wax before in places that only, the bathroom should see you. And she was like, Aquinas, you should do that. And I was like, am I going to be in there cussing? She was like, yeah. I said, I don't want to do that. I know my limitations and I don't want to cuss. And I don't mean words that you maybe, I don't want to be in there cussing. Okay. So I did tell her that I was interested in getting the electric surgery or electric removal of the hair. But she said when she went this last time that the young lady said getting her skin waxed is going to be an easier transition versus shaving. And one of the secrets that she shared with her was grapeseed oil, specifically putting it under her arms every night to help with the discoloration. So I bought some and I'm going to try it tonight. I didn't get a chance to this morning. Read what it says. High heat cooking. I hope I'm not in the shower cooking, honey, because I'm already hot nature. It says deep frying and baking. I mean, bacon's okay, but I'll keep y'all posted. I don't want to be baking while I'm in the shower, because the point of that is to just relax. Those are the things that I've kind of just been thinking about that's been happening in my life. I'm wondering if I should let my hair grow a little bit more just so I can have some more curls. But I gotta be honest with you, keeping it cut short, excuse me, water break. Essentia. Excuse me, yeah. So if you are, oh my gosh, I lost my train of thought. Jesus, I'm sorry. So yeah, these are the things that I've just been thinking about that's been going on in my life. Other than the fact that April has gone by relatively quick, y'all, I just realized that I got 3 appointments in the beginning of this month. One, I'm going to go see my primary so I can get my blood levels checked. I don't know if it's, honestly, I think my body's okay because I do take fiber gummies, vitamin D, elderberry. Those are my vitamins that I take every day. So I think I'm fine that way. And it could just be because I learned from someone else that when you are depressed, sad, or dealing with grief, that sometimes you can have those physical deterioration. In fact, the person that I'm thinking about, and if you're watching, please remind me. I apologize, I can't recall who. The cousin's husband lost their mom or dad, and they were an over-the-road truck driver, and they ended up having a heart attack. And if I recall correctly, they talked about how the doctor said grief can cause you. He had some type of symptoms that was in that area of depression. So I think that could be what's going on, because I'm really only getting 5 or 6 hours of sleep. And it's not because I'm, oh my God, I can see him, or oh my God, he's gone. No, I'm just really, my auntie says I'm nosy. When I was a little girl, she said I didn't want to go to sleep. And I can tell you that I'm up watching or the TV's watching me, but I'm really on my phone reading or looking at Instagram, and I don't know why or what I feel like I'm gonna miss, but I still just want to check and make sure that my iron is good, my B12 is okay, and that there is nothing else going on, because I am getting older. That mammogram test may be coming up sooner than I think, so, and I just want to be as healthy as possible. So I got that, and then I have a follow-up with my therapist. And when I was caring for Eric, I used to get headaches often, so I have a neurological appointment just to make sure. I forget the proper name, but basically there was something going on where they said I might need to get a spinal tap to check and see what's going on. And I was like, oh my God, that sounds so serious. Whatever the name is or was that they were saying it. But when I went to the neurologist, he said everything was fine. I have not had as many headaches. I do suffer from sinus year round. I take Nasacort. I have salt saline. I also use Mucinex, and I have Allegra. I know that's a lot, but I live in Georgia. What do you expect? So it's just a follow-up, but it's 3 appointments back to back to back. So just sharing, kind of what's on my plate, what's going on, but make sure you all are taking care of yourselves. The institution, the organizations, they're going to be fine. Just plan accordingly. And if there's any particular topic that you all want to hear or talk about, oh, that's what it is. My cousin, thank you so much. My cousin, whose mom was, who had a stroke when I was in Savannah when I missed the concert for Janet Jackson. Auntie's doing better, so thank you, Jesus, and thank you to those of you who were asking, following up, and praying. She's going through rehab now, and my cousin's preparing, for her to come home. So I did want to give an update. She is doing better. She remembers my cousin and my cousin's kids. So take care of your health. Take care of yourself. It's okay to miss time. It's okay, to say, you know what, I'm not going to be able to do that now, all right? Well, I feel like I've chatted enough. Looking at the time on here, it says I've been talking for 30 minutes. I know those of you who know me, it was like, that's short for Aquinas, but I'm going to go ahead and prepare for tomorrow because tomorrow is a work day for me. Don't forget again to sign up or subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Don't forget to share. Please comment below so that I can know how valuable, impactful, or conversational you like this platform. And I look forward to getting a chance to have a sit-down conversation with some of my peers or new friends for that matter. But you all enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Have a great Monday because it is the beginning of the week. And I will chat with y'all later. Bye.